Lunch tomorrow.
In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 6.
Well, good evening. Thanks for joining us for 41 NBC News at 6. I'm Tucker Sargent. Our top story tonight at 6, it's National Mental Health Awareness Month, and local organizations are finding ways to bring free mental health services to 7 Macon neighborhoods. 41 NBC's Ariel Schiller tells us how Macon Headspace is doing just that.
The Mental Health Matters initiative is kicking off Saturday with the Mental Health Pop-Up Gym. Organizers say the mental health pop-up gyms are a way to introduce mental health to disadvantaged areas. Nancy Cleveland is the executive director and founder of Macon Headspace. She says the mental health pop-up gym happening Saturday at Fillmore Thomas Park is meant to promote free mental health services coming to the recreation centers. The event starts at 8 a.m. and goes until 4 p.m. It will include chances to interview therapists, yoga, meditation, poetry, and more.
Macon Headspace is here to help you make headspace in whatever way you see fit, whether it be therapy, aromatherapy, yoga, meditation, drumming, even just sitting in silence. I'm not sure what it is, but we're here to teach you about those techniques so you can take it home and create your own formula.
Cleveland says she lived in the foster care system from 2 months old until she was 3 years old, because her mom struggled with drug and alcohol addiction. When Cleveland moved back to Macon, she was able to get adult legal guardianship of her mom. Cleveland says that has helped keep her mother clean for 3 years. By creating Macon Headspace and programs like the pop-up, she hopes to help people like her mom.
I'm hoping programs like this will kind of give me a healing and make me move from just being a victim to an advocate, and also just make it easier for people who are going through something to find the resources that they need.
CEO and therapist at the Southern Center for Choice Theory, Gloria Cisse, says it's important to bring free mental health services into neighborhoods that don't have access to them. She says community violence, poverty, and discrimination contribute to mental illness.
Having people who are in neighborhoods that where they may not have access to resources, have actual access to these kind of activities really increases the likelihood that they will accept them and participate in them.
Macon Mental Health Matters will target 7 areas that have higher crime and lower income and lower insured adults. There will be things like parenting classes and therapy. Cisse says access to free services like that are needed.
And we'll be running those services, well, the plan is at least for the next year and hopefully beyond. So people will have access to no cost, truly no cost mental health services.
In Macon, Ariel Schiller, 41 NBC News.
And more mental health pop-up gyms will open in the future, as well as access to free services at local community centers. To register for the event this Saturday, go to MaconMentalHealthMatters.com. People across America participated in the National Day of Prayer today. 41 NBC's Peyton Lewis visited a church in Warner Robins that prayed for Middle Georgia.
Let us pray together. Father, we thank you. We thank you, Lord, for this privilege that we are gathered together again another year.
After more than a year of distanced gatherings, people in Warner Robins came together to pray.
And where you are, we shall be also. Let us walk in the hope of that today.
First United Methodist Church opened its doors for the National Day of Prayer. People of different religions and denominations were welcome to pray for local communities, our state, and the nation.
Our country needs hope, and I think a meeting like today certainly, to me, would bring hope.
Warner Robins Mayor Randy Toms stepped up to the microphone to pray for Middle Georgia and its first responders.
Lord, I thank you that even though the world around us seems to be in chaos, you have never lost control.
The prayers were organized into 12 sections, covering everything from families to the entertainment industry. Emily Dennis organized the event and says she hopes people felt a sense of togetherness and healing.
I think one of the reasons today was so special is because it's the first time many of us have come together. I have enjoyed the opportunity to pray with others, but I have been so ministered and blessed by the prayers of others.
Doctors Michael and Kendra Holmes attended the service to pray over cultural and social issues. Kendra Holmes says she hopes everyone felt a sense of hope and peace.
I hope something was heard, whether it was from us or from one of the others who came forth to pray, that just uplifted someone's spirit and gave them the knowledge and the understanding and the courage to know that one more step, one more day.
In Warner Robins, Peyton Lewis, 41 NBC News.
Well, the Macon-Bibb Recreation Department is looking to hire lifeguards and camp activity leaders for this summer. Public pools will open Memorial Day weekend on Saturday, May 29th. The full summer schedule will begin Tuesday, June 1st. It costs $1 to get in the pools and $1 to use the water slide at the Dolores A. Brooks Rec Center. The rec department needs 33 lifeguards. You must be 18 years old, be a high school graduate, or have a GED. Have 6 months to 3 years experience directly related to water safety instruction and be CPR certified. Lifeguards will make $10 an hour. If you're interested and not currently certified, the rec department says it will train and certify all hired applicants.
1, 2, 3.
Well, Macon-Bibb summer camps will also begin Tuesday, June 1st and go through Friday, July 9th. The rec department needs to hire 44 activity leaders. Those applying must be 18, a high school graduate, or have a GED, and have 1 year or more successful full-time working experience in Parks and Rec. Summer activity leaders will get paid $10 per hour. Camp days are Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. for kids ages 5 to 15. If you're interested, call the Recreation Department at 478-621-6280. Visit maconbibb.us or stop by the Human Resources Department on Poplar Street to fill out an application. Also new tonight, a Macon resident is collecting books to send to kids in Ghana, Africa. Ernestine Wilson started Operation Softback Book after her visit to local schools in Ghana. She quickly realized the need for children to have a book and started the operation in 2019, where she donated more than 100 books. Now she wants to continue providing books.
They were excited. Most of the time when I ask for the donation of books, I ask that you jot something in the back of the book to let them know who you are and a little bit about our culture here in the United States.
Wilson says she's collected about 30 books so far, but her goal is more than 100. So if you'd like to donate a book, give her a call at 478-365-1859. Well, President Biden makes his first trip to a red state today, pitching his infrastructure and other spending plans in Louisiana. Alice Barr reports from Washington.
President Biden traveling to Louisiana today, the first trip of his presidency to a Republican stronghold state, as he seeks bipartisan support for a massive jobs and infrastructure bill.
Across the country, we have failed. We have failed to properly invest in infrastructure for half a century.
The president visiting Lake Charles and a nearly 70-year-old bridge that's 20 years past its intended lifespan. Speaking from an area battered by Hurricane Laura last year, President Biden making the case for infrastructure upgrades that can withstand increasingly extreme weather.
We got to build back to a different standard, not to what it was.
Facing fierce headwinds from Republicans on Capitol Hill, the president taking his pitch straight to GOP voters, arguing higher taxes on corporations can pay for more than $2 trillion in improvements to roads, bridges, clean water, power, and broadband internet, while creating millions of jobs.
In my view, it's an easy choice. Invest in workers wearing hard hats and doing the hard work of rebuilding the country.
Republican lawmakers have countered with a plan that's a quarter of the size.
This is the largest infrastructure investment that Republicans have come forward with.
While the Senate's top Republican signals he's digging in for a fight.
100% of my focus is on stopping this new administration.
President Biden set to host the top 4 congressional leaders at the White House next week as he seeks to bridge the partisan divide. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, any jobs report out today shows employment claims are improving, hitting pandemic-era lows for the second week in a row. More good news is expected in a monthly jobs report tomorrow. Still ahead on 41 NBC News at 6, empty storefronts in downtown Macon are being transformed into art exhibits. Details on how the Phantom Gallery came together. Next, plus Bill Shanks and I discuss the Falcons' recent draft picks, the Braves' chances without Travis d'Arnaud, and the seemingly playoff-bound Atlanta Hawks. That's later in Rant and Rave.
Get news anytime on 41NBC.com and the 41NBC News app. 41NBC. Clear, accurate, to the point.
Angie's List reports Fridays on Daybreak and 41 Today. Attention oxygen therapy users. If you've been chained to an oxygen tank, then you know they're a burden. Tanks are often heavy and prevent you from traveling. Tanks keep you from living the life you love.
I was on oxygen tanks and I couldn't go anywhere, do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with a portable Inogen oxygen concentrator and say goodbye to tanks for good. The Inogen One G4 portable oxygen concentrator with long-lasting battery is designed to provide unlimited freedom for oxygen users. The Inogen One makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so there are no tanks to refill or replace. Now you can have oxygen anytime, anywhere.
I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
The Inogen One G4 delivers the same purity of oxygen as your large, oversized, bulky oxygen concentrator, but with a much smaller size unit. It's only 7 inches high and weighs only 2.8 pounds.
The beauty of this is that Judy has a light machine, and I think they call it the G4, and you can just hold it in your hand and you don't even know you got it.
You can power the unit with a rechargeable battery, and you can even plug it into the power port in your car. It comes in a convenient backpack, hip bag, or carry bag. Plus, it's ultra quiet, so it's easy to sleep with, go to restaurants and movie theaters. And the Inogen One G4 meets FAA requirements.
We're going to Maui next week. It's just wonderful.
Why wait? You can reclaim your freedom and independence too.
As far as I'm concerned, the Inogen unit has put me back to where I was before I was sick.
Go get Inogen. It is a lifesaver. It'll change your life forever.
Do I think Inogen is worth the money? It's worth every single penny of it.
Call the number on your screen now to get our free information kit and find out how you can have oxygen anytime, anywhere. It's time to reclaim your freedom and independence with Inogen One.
Call 800-708-6269. That's 800-708-6269.
High definition. In high definition, this is 41 NBC News at 6.
Well, welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The 567 Center for Renewal, a nonprofit organization in Macon, is presenting the Phantom Galleries to downtown Macon. 41 NBC's Elizabeth Gutierrez shows us what you can expect to see.
These storefronts might look empty, but if you take a closer look, you'll see art from over 10 local artists.
All of these are really phenomenal artists, even though we have a really wide range of art in this display. We have everything from pottery to paintings and even photography, and they're all really bright and vibrant, and I think are really going to make a statement and bring a lot to the sidewalk here.
A project that was started a couple years ago is now being brought to life. Poplar Street storefronts are being transformed into one big art exhibit. The 567 Center for Renewal partnered with Startup Studios to help present the Phantom Galleries. It was made possible with a $500 on-the-table Conversation to Action grant, funded by John S. and James L. Knight Foundation and the Community Foundation of Central Georgia.
Our goal is to rotate the Phantom Galleries quarterly, so that might mean we stay here for a while, or that might mean that we add storefronts or move to different storefronts as properties change and as this project evolves. But yeah, we're really excited about changing the artwork probably every few months.
One local artist is getting an opportunity to showcase her artwork for the first time. Mackenzie Peterson says watching downtown Macon grow and flourish is special to her, but getting to display her work for others to see excites her.
I really like to capture color and the excitement of a moment, so I paint landscapes and different images that people send me from their vacations or something that they just really want to hold on to.
You can be the first to enjoy the artwork on display during First Friday. In Macon, Elizabeth Gutierrez, 41 NBC News.
And you can buy the art pieces on display if you want. Just contact the 567 Center for Renewal.